soles of the feet on the mat with the knees up for now. You can even heel toe those feet out to the sides, maybe even as wide as your mat. Allow the knees to fall into the midline and rest on each other. Settling in, finding what's comfortable for your back, lowering those shoulders down. And then go ahead and bring the hands to the belly. We'll take a few nice deep breaths here to begin our practice. Once you're settled in, work on filling up the belly. Breathe in through the nose. And exhale out the nose as well. Invite the breath all the way in, all the way down to the bottom of the stomach. And slowly allow the breath to come out. Filling up completely on those inhales. And emptying out completely. You might even feel the navel drawing in towards your back as you empty out. And continuing to bring your attention to those inhales and exhales. Allowing this breath awareness to bring you into this present moment, fully arriving on your mat, where you are, being fully present. Acknowledging any thoughts that are coming in. It's inevitable that the mind will wander. Each time it does, just try to use those distractions, those thoughts as reminders to come back to the breath. You can even tell yourself, I am inhaling, I am exhaling. The goal here is to begin to slow things down. Paying attention to the breath, calming the mind, and although we can't rid the mind of all of its thoughts, we can learn to slow the process down, take time, maybe sort things out a bit. When you're ready, on an inhale, open your arms out wide into T. With your exhale, wrap one arm over the other, give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze, breathe in fully, breathe into the space between those shoulder blades. Releasing. With your next inhale, reach the arms out wide. Notice which arm was on top. And with your exhale, opposite arm comes over top, giving yourself that nice big hug. Once again, squeezing. Nice full inhale. And exhale, release. Let it go, unwrap the arms, allow the arms to relax down by your sides. Press the palms of the hands down into the mat. Start to heel toe those feet back to about hip width distance apart. Then bring your knees up over your hips to bring your shins about parallel to the mat. Flex the feet for a moment. See how this feels. Bring your attention to the space below your navel, engaging your core muscles. And go ahead and extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Relaxing the feet. Straighten the legs as much as you can here. Feel the lower back pressing down into the mat. Backs of the arms and hands pressing down. Inhale here and exhale. Slowly begin to lower that right leg down towards the mat, just allowing it to hover. Then inhale all the way back up. And switch the legs, slowly lowering the left leg down. Just hovering if you can, and inhale all the way back up. Moving with your breath, switching the legs, exhaling to slowly lower, and inhaling to lift again. You can continue to switch the legs. If you're looking for an extra challenge, you might lower both legs at once. Allowing your breath to guide you. Slow and controlled movements, not relying on momentum. Maybe just one more on each side, or one more if you're lowering both legs at once. And hugging the knees in towards the chest. Bring a hand onto each knee and start to bring the knees out and away from each other and back together. Circles in opposite directions. And back together, maybe gently rock side to side. Then take your time, however you'd like to. You'll make your way up to seated. You can rock back and forth or side to side, or simply come up, guided with your hands maybe. Finding your way to sit on your mat, almost balancing on those sit bones, starting with the soles of the feet or the tiptoes down. You can bring the hands to the backs of the legs, or the hands can be down on the mat. We'll work on boat pose, lifting the legs so that the shins are parallel to the mat. Feeling the chest pull in towards the thighs, but keeping the shoulders down. Feel the crown of the head lift. You can flex the feet or point the toes here. You could be lifting one foot at a time, touching those tiptoes down, or taking a break when you need it, bringing both feet down to the mat. If you're holding your boat pose, if you'd like to, release the bind, release the arms out to the sides, turning the palms up or in. And you could stay right here. You could take it even further. Inhale here, and exhale, extend the legs, hover over your mat. Inhale back up. So you could bring movement in, you could hold and breathe, you could take breaks, listen to your body. If you're lowering to hover, exhale. Inhale to lift. And you can also do this with the hands down on the mat. So your hands could be down beside your hips, and you could lower and lift back up using that extra little help from the hands. Maybe just one more. And releasing, bring the soles of the feet together, bring the knees out wide, butterfly legs. Inhale to sit up tall. And exhale to just gently come forward. Maybe your hands walk further forward in front of the feet. Maybe your hands stay to the ankles or wrapped around the feet, your choice. Feel a sense of the heart pressing forward. Nice little stretch for the lower back here. And releasing. Bring the hands to the outsides of the knees, guide them back up to center. Then swing the legs around. We'll come to tabletop pose. Setting up with the hands directly below the shoulders, spread the fingers wide. Bring your knees below your hips and just gently rock your hips side to side. Maybe as your hips come to the left, you look over your right shoulder. And as the hips come to the right, you look over your left shoulder. Bringing a little movement in to the spine. Finding center, finding a nice flat back here. Bring the knees just slightly further back behind the hips and extend your right leg back. Relax that right foot for now. Shoulders above the wrists. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Draw that right knee in towards the chest or towards your nose, rounding through your back. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale to shift forward, bend into the elbows, hover over your mat, lowering the chest. And inhale all the way back up. Exhale, draw the right knee in, round through your spine. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, shift forward, elbows hug into the body, tops of the arms parallel to the mat. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, extend the leg. And last time, hovering over your mat as we lower. Inhale, up. And exhale, right knee comes down beside the left. Take a moment, you can bring the knees wide, settle into child's pose. Take a few nice breaths here. Feel that breath moving through your body. Keep your attention to every aspect of your breathing, maybe noticing the sounds, sensations. And then lifting back up to that tabletop with the knees just slightly back behind the hips. And you'll extend that left leg back. Inhale here and exhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest, or maybe you tuck the chin and bring the nose closer to the knee. Inhale, extend back. Exhale to shift forward, lowering, hovering the chest. Inhale up, and exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbows hug into the sides of the body. Inhale up, and exhale, round through your back. Extending, last time, keep the shoulders away from the ears as you come down. Inhale, lift, and lower that left knee down. Take a moment again, in child's pose, you might relax the arms along the sides of the body. Let's reach the arms forward, lift to tabletop. You can stay in tabletop, work on cats and cows. If you'd like to come to down dog, tuck those toes, lift the knees, lift the hips up and back. Bring movement in, feel around in this pose. Maybe you rock the hips side to side. You could lift one heel at a time, bend into one knee at a time. Listen to your body. You could slowly rock the head side to side. Shake it yes and no. Release tension from the neck. Press your hands forward and feel as though you're pulling the feet back, stretching your mat apart, sending your hips up nice and high towards the ceiling. Really feel that length through the spine, long through the arms, stretching through the sides of your body. Then start to walk your feet towards your hands. Come to the top of your mat and settle into forward fold. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Allow the arms to hang, torso hangs heavy. Keep breathing into your belly. Don't allow the breath to be restricted on this fold. And inhale to half lift. Fingertips press into the shins, shoulders come back. Exhale, fold. Root down through your feet and inhale all the way to stand. Reach your arms up, look up towards your thumbs. And exhale your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, hands down to the mat, bend into the knees, giant step back with that left foot, runner's lunge. Feel that right shin pressing forward, left heel is off of the mat, feeling as though you're sinking your hips forward and down. Inhale here, and exhale, step the right foot back to meet the left plank pose. Strong. You can lower the knees at any time. When you're ready, exhale, lower down to your mat, maybe knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up cobra or up dog. Open across your chest. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Nice breaths here. Lift your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Flex that right foot, square the hips towards the mat. Look forward between your hands and step your right foot through. Bring that left foot in closer. All toes pointing to the top of the mat, both legs nice and straight. Bring the hands onto the hips and find a flat back. Should feel a nice stretch down the back of that right leg. Maybe you stay as you are. Maybe you start to bring those fingertips down to the mat or down to blocks if you have them, folding over that front leg. We'll start to bend into that front knee and lift that left foot off of the mat. Bring a little bend into that right knee to help with your balance. Hands can come back to the hips, or you could reach the arms forward, back, or out into T, warrior three. Bend into that right knee, step the left foot down beside the right, sink the hips, reach the arms forward, chair pose. Pulling those knees in towards each other, sinking the hips back, sitting in that imaginary chair. Lift the ribcage from the belly, lengthen through your torso, really reach up. Find one more inhale here, then exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale to half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale to stand. Reach all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bend into the knees, hands down. Giant step back with the right foot this time, pausing in that runner's lunge. Feel the hips sinking forward. Soften through the shoulders, relax your gaze. Then go ahead and plant the hands down. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Find plank pose. Lifting through the hips strong, not sinking through the shoulders, heels pressing back. Maybe you lower the knees, take your time coming down. Use an exhale, bend into the arms, lower. Inhale to lift to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg up and back. Flex that left foot, square the hips to the mat. Look forward, step your left foot forward and bring that right foot in closer, shortening your stance. All 10 toes pointing to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips. See if you can find a flat back here. Feel those shoulder blades pulling in towards each other. Crown of the head reaching forward. This feels too intense, you could bring a little tiny bend into that front knee. You could stay just as you are, or you might lower the fingertips to the hands down to blocks or the mat. Work on folding over that front leg as if you're bringing your nose to touch your left knee. We'll start to bring a bend into that front knee, lifting that right foot off of the mat. Adjust to maybe bring the hands to the hips Or take another variation, extending the arms forward, back, or to the sides. Warrior 3. Torso and extended leg parallel to the floor. Bending into that left knee, bring the right foot down beside the left. Chair pose, sink the hips back, reach the arms up. Pulling those knees back as if you're going to stack them over your ankles. Maybe bringing most of the weight into the heels here. You could even lift the toes. One more inhale, nice and strong. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale to stand. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms straight up and come up onto the toes, lifting the heels, strengthening the ankles. Then reach the arms forward, parallel to the floor, palms turned down towards the earth. You might stay up onto the toes, you could lower the heels here. You'll bend into the knees and start to lower the hips. And then maybe you rise all the way up and lower down again, coming up and down. Working on balance and strength here. Inhaling up and exhaling to lower. The next time you come all the way up, reach those arms up, grow taller, up on the tippy toes once again. And exhale, hands in front of the heart, lower those heels down to the mat. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Giant step back with that left foot. High lunge, bend into that front knee. Lift the torso, reach the arms up. Reach those arms out wide. Wrap that right arm under the left. You might give yourself a hug. You might take eagle arms. Feel those fingertips reaching up to the ceiling if you have eagle arms. Keeping eagle arms, maybe you start to lean forward. You could work on bringing the weight into that right foot. Lift that left foot off of the mat. Warrior 3 with eagle arms. Untangle the arms here so you can bring that left hand, left fingertips down towards the mat or a block and reach your right arm up, turning your chest towards the right. Then again, start to bend into that right knee to lower that left foot back and onto the mat, keeping that left heel off of the mat. Lift the torso, reach the arms out into T, turn the chest towards the right. Inhale, reach that left arm up, right hand rests on the back of the left leg, stretching through the left side of your body. Inhale here, then cartwheel the arms, bring the hands down to the mat. Step your right foot up and back, come to three-legged dog. And make circles with the ankle joint. Lower that right foot down beside the left, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose, nice and strong. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Find your back bend, breathe in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift that right leg up once again. Look forward and step your right foot through. interlace your fingers and reach your arms all the way over to the right. Bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Bring the hands back towards the heart. You could stay right here. You could curl those back toes under and lift that back knee. You could open the arms up, reaching that left hand down towards the mat, reaching the right arm up. Hands back to heart center if you had opened up wide. Releasing the twist, come to high lunge, reach your arms up where that back knee can be down. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Bring the weight into that right foot and kick the left leg up and back. Variation of standing split, your variation. Inhale here and exhale, left foot down beside the right. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend into the knees, sink the hips. Reach the arms up. You could bring the hands to the hips here or hands to heart center if it helps with your balance. You'll cross your right leg over the left for eagle legs, squeezing the thighs together. Then open the arms out into T and wrap that right arm under the left. You could give yourself a hug or find eagle arms. Maybe the forearms come to touch, backs of the hands, palms of the hands. You could hook the thumbs. Keep sinking the hips back and lifting through the elbows, through the fingertips. And let's untangle. Come all the way up to standing, release. Bring your feet out wide, your arms out wide. Maybe gently rock side to side. Nice full breaths. Then bring your hands back to heart center and walk the feet back hip width distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Giant step back with that right foot this time. High lunge as you breathe in, rise up. Reach the arms out into T and wrap that left arm under the right this time. Eagle arms or hug. Finding that stretch through the shoulders. You can deepen the stretch as you lift through the arms. See if you can bring the weight into that left foot. Lift the right foot off the mat. Warrior 3 with eagle arms. Untangle through the arms, reach that right hand, right fingertips down towards the mat or a block, and reach your left arm up, turn your chest towards the left. Then step that right foot all the way back, bend into that left knee, come up to standing twist, turning your chest towards the left, opening the arms. Reaching that right arm up, left hand gently rests on the back of the right leg. Inhale here, then exhale, cartwheel the arms, bring the hands down to the mat. And lift that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Circles with that left ankle joint. And lowering that left foot down beside the right. Inhale, forward plank pose, nice and strong. And exhale, take your time, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, down dog. Lift that left leg up and back. Look forward between your hands, step that left foot through and lower the back knee. Arms sweep up, palms turn in. And bring your hands down to heart center. interlace your fingers, reach your arms all the way over to the left, bringing that right elbow to the outside of the left leg, and hands come back towards heart center. You could keep that back knee down, or maybe you curl the toes under and lift it up. You could stay as you are, maybe you reach the arms open. If you're reaching, bring those hands back to heart center. Untangle, untwist, and rise up to high lunge. Inhale here and exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Bring the weight into that left foot and reach the right leg up and back, your variation of standing split. Chest coming down towards that left thigh. And exhale, lower that right foot down beside the left. Come all the way up to standing, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Find chair pose, sink the hips back, bend into the knees. Any variation with the hands for now to help with your balance. Then cross that left leg over the right. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze through those thighs. Reach the arms open. And then left arm under the right. Sinking those hips low, maybe reaching the arms up. Squeeze through the thighs. Strong here. Crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. As you untangle, come to standing. Step the feet out wide and rock side to side. Nice deep breaths. Returning hands to heart center and stepping the feet back together. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat, bend into the knees, and walk, step, or hop back. You can lower down through Vinyasa, come to plank, and come down. Moving into a back bend if you'd like to. You can step back to down dog and hang out here. Or you might have the knees down on the mat and rest in child's pose for a moment. Reconnecting with your breath if you had lost it. Noticing the heat building in your body. Using your breath to begin to slow your heart rate. Reach your arms forward if you're in child's pose. If you're still in down dog or any other pose, make your way down to the mat into child's pose. Allow the head to hover over the mat and walk your hands over to the right. You can stay up on your fingertips here. You could reach that right arm back towards the back of your mat, completely relaxing that right shoulder. And then starting to walk those hands back to center. And then over to the other side. Again, you could be up on the fingertips or the hands can relax completely. You might reach that left arm back. Releasing on this side, back to center. And find your way to seated on your mat. You can either sit with the legs crossed or you can sit up on your heels. And know that you can switch the way you're sitting at any time. You'll reach your right arm up and over, bending into the elbow. And reach your left arm down and around, reaching those fingertips towards each other. Now they might not touch. You might simply be reaching. If you have a bind, you can clasp through the fingertips, through the hands. Staying open across your chest, keeping your chin parallel to the floor. Find one more inhale here. And release. Second side, reach that left arm up and bend into that left elbow. Reach your right arm down and around. Reach those fingertips up towards each other. And know that one side may be different than the other. That's completely normal. If you want to switch how you're sitting, you could tuck the toes under, sit on the heels. Come to sit with the legs crossed if you haven't already. Finding a few breaths, stretching into those shoulders. One more inhale. And exhale, release here. Come to sit with the legs extended forward in front of you. Bring the sole of the right foot onto the mat to the inside of that left knee. Flex the left foot. Bring that right hand down, either beside your hip or further behind your lower back, pressing it down into the mat to help you sit up nice and tall. With an inhale, reach your left arm up, reaching up towards the ceiling, lengthening through your spine. And exhale to turn your chest towards the right, hugging that right leg with your left arm. Another option would be to bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee, palm of the hand facing towards the right. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. With every inhale, continue to lengthen through your spine, feel as though you're growing taller. And with your exhale, maybe you twist just a little bit deeper. Keep that left foot flexed so the toes point up towards the ceiling. And with an inhale, release, come back to center. Bring both hands over to the left now, bend into the arms so that the chest lowers down towards the floor. Countering that twist all the way back up. Releasing on this side, extending that right leg, flex the foot. Sole of the left foot comes to the inside of that right knee. Bring that left hand down, either beside the hip or further back if that feels okay in your body. Press down into the mat to sit up nice and tall. Reach that right arm up on an inhale, breathe in fully, lengthen, and exhale to twist, hugging that left leg with your right arm. Adjusting the gaze, maybe looking back behind you, flexing that right foot. Staying connected to your breath here. Continue with those nice long inhales in through the nose. And slowly release out the nose. With an inhale, letting go, releasing back to center. Both of the hands come over to the right now. And gently lower the chest, bend into the arms. And back to center, releasing. Bring the soles of the feet on the mat. Actually, I'll have you extend the legs. Just as you sit, make sure you'll have enough room to come down that when you'll recline, your head will be resting on the mat. Extend the legs forward. Reach the arms forward. You might interlace the fingers here and reach the knuckles forward. Take a nice deep inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale to fold forward, reach forward. And with an inhale, start to recline back. And exhale, fold forward. Move with your breath here, inhaling to lean back, hovering over the mat. And exhale to fold forward, reach forward through those knuckles if you have the bind. Inhale back. And exhale forward. You can move forward and back as many times as you'd like. Trying to come further down towards your mat every time you lean back. Eventually making your way all the way down to recline. Relax the arms, soften. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Extend your left leg to relax it down the mat. Bring your left hand over to your right knee. Reach your right arm out to the side and start to swing that right knee over to the left. You'll roll onto your left hip and turn your gaze towards the right, creating a twist in your body. Try not to force anything. Allow that right leg to stay relaxed. Soften through your feet. Breathe into the right side of your body. Release back to center. And as you feel your back roll back onto the mat, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Take a bind where it's available, maybe low or higher up on the leg. Relaxing that right foot. Keeping that right leg extended up towards the ceiling. Release the bind, bring the hands down to the mat. Press the palms of the hands down into the floor. Take a nice deep inhale, and with your exhale, super slowly lower that right leg all the way down. Take your time. Move with control. Eventually allowing that right leg to come down beside the left. And take a moment to compare one side to the other. And then hug your left knee in. Squeezing that left knee in towards the chest. Extending that left arm out. Bringing the right hand onto the left knee and start to bring that left knee over to the right. Gently turn your head to the left. Coming into that twist. Again, not forcing anything. Listen to your body. Only go as far as what feels good for you today. You might notice this stretch across the chest. Try to relax the arms, relax those shoulders. Breathing into your belly. And beginning to release on this side, rolling back to center and extending that left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot. Find that bind for now. try to keep the shoulders down, soften the facial muscles, not bringing tension elsewhere. Keeping that left leg extended, we'll release the arms down, press the palms of the hands down into the mat. Find one more nice deep inhale, fill up completely, and with your exhale, slowly, super slowly, lower that left leg down. And then shift around, find what's most comfortable. You can keep the legs extended, or if you prefer to bring the knees up with the soles of the feet resting on the mat, please do so. Release your arms down by your sides. Maybe you turn your palms up for a sense of being open to receiving. If you're craving more a sense of grounding, you can turn your palms down to connect to the earth. So let's take a nice deep inhale in through the nose, fill up completely. Exhale, release out the mouth, let it go. Return to your natural pace of inhales and exhales. Allow your body to rest in stillness. Stay anchored to the present moment. Allow your mind to stay connected to that gentle breath as it flows through your body. Shifting from doing to simply being, remaining the observer. Acknowledge distractions, thoughts, without judgment, just notice. Take rest. Continue to rest for as long as your body will allow. When you do begin to move, do so super slowly, being gentle with your body. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. I hope that it has brought you a sense of strength, ease, peace. To all of you, to love and peace. Namaste.